Okay, so if you're running a small or medium-sized business, you know this feeling. Growth is awesome, right? But it almost always brings chaos. All of a sudden, those simple tools that got you off the ground, they just start to break. And the chaos that comes next, well, it probably looks a little something like this.
Yeah, does this look a little too familiar? You've got spreadsheets everywhere, data being copied and pasted all over the place, and that constant nagging fear that just one wrong formula could bring the whole house of cards down. It's like a rite of passage for scaling businesses. But here's the thing. What if I told you the problem isn't actually the spreadsheets?
Seriously, you don't have a software problem. Buying another app, one for accounting, another one for inventory, that's just creating more little islands of data that don't talk to each other. You're not actually fixing the real issue.
Nope. The real issue is that you have a pipeline problem. It's about the broken flow of information between your teams. See, when your sales team, your inventory folks, and your accounting department aren't on the same page, that's when you get bottlenecks, mistakes, and just a ton of frustration. That's the pipeline problem we're talking about.
So let's talk about what this broken pipeline actually looks and feels like day to day. It shows up as these really painful everyday symptoms that I'm guessing you're going to recognize.
Okay, be honest. Do any of these hit a little close to home? Your sales team sells something that your inventory system swears you have, but you don't. Your accountant spends the last week of every single month just chasing down numbers that refuse to add up. And you, as the owner, you can't get a simple, clear, real-time snapshot of how your business is actually doing. That right there is the chaos of a disconnected system.
So the answer isn't just to throw more software at the problem, it's about getting smarter software. It's about creating like a central nervous system for your entire business, a single source of truth, where information just flows, seamlessly from one team to the next.
So what does that actually look like in practice? Well, instead of having these separate walled-off apps for finance, sales, and inventory, just picture them as connected pieces of a single, central system. They're all speaking the same language because they're all working from the exact same playbook, the same data.
And here's the magic trick. Your sales team makes a sale. Instantly, and I mean instantly, your inventory levels get updated. At the exact same time, all the right entries are made in your accounting books. Think about that. No more retyping data, no exporting messy spreadsheets, zero confusion. You enter the data just once, and it flows everywhere it needs to go. That's the real power of a connected pipeline.
All right, so with Cloudby, there are basically two ways to get there. The first one is what we call the integrated path. This is perfect for businesses that need a really solid, ready-to-run system that just covers all the standard stuff right out of the box.
And you can see here, it's designed to grow with you. It doesn't matter if you're a tiny business with just a few users or a growing company heading towards 50 people, there's a clear plan that fits. You start with the essentials, right? Like accounting and sales. And then as you grow, you just add on the more advanced stuff you need. Simple.
Okay, but what if your business isn't standard? What if you have these really unique ways of doing things that a regular off-the-shelf system just can't wrap its head around? Well, for that, there's the custom path.
The custom path is for when you need to go beyond the basics. I mean, imagine hooking your sales orders right into WhatsApp or building a dashboard that shows you the exact quirky metrics that you need to run your business. Or what about automating a super complex multi-step approval process that's completely unique to your company? This is all about bending the system to fit your workflow, not forcing you to change how you work.
Yeah, this quote really nails it. Your workflow, automated your way. The whole point isn't to shove you into a box. It's to give you this powerful foundation and then build the exact automations on top that make your business run like a well-oiled machine.
Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, really powerful, but man, it sounds complicated to set up, right? And look, that's a totally fair concern. But the goal here is to make this whole thing a guided journey, something manageable, not some huge, scary tech project that you have to figure out all by yourself. In fact, here's the exact plan. We start with what's called an alignment session, where we literally map out your processes. Then we handle the data prep, get the system configured, and, this is key, we do hands-on training with your team. It's a really structured process, all designed to get you up and running smoothly with support the entire time. And that first step, it's probably the most important part of the whole thing. Notice we call it a workflow audit, not a sales pitch. The whole idea is to have a real collaborative session where we dig into how your team actually works, day in and day out. We figure out the perfect setup for you before you ever commit to anything. This way, we make sure it fits like a glove from day one.
So that brings us right back to the beginning. Those spreadsheets, the data that never matches up, the chaos at the end of every month. Look, those are just the symptoms. The real problem, the actual disease, is a broken operational pipeline. So the only question left is, are you ready to finally fix it?